Now, I've never had a good relationship with shooting film photography, anything like that. Every time I try to shoot film, it turns out to be a disaster. Everything turns out the way that it shouldn't. All my shots are blown, name it, it's happened. My camera, I've taken a camera out on vacation. As soon as I get there, it's broken. It worked before, it's broken when I arrive. I can't explain it, but it is what it is. Now, not everything on this channel is gonna revolve around photography or film or shooting film. My life actually revolves a whole lot more around videography, cinematography, that world. But part of this channel is me learning to love photography again. That's why every now and then I'll make videos shooting with the X100V. But today, I wanna dive really deep into the film photography world. And in my life, I know of one expert in the film world. His name is Wes, and he's my brother. I wanna take you to go visit him. So let's go.
Yo, let me like clean up a little. Yo. I hate this kind of stuff.
The one that started all the film. Show me some of that 8mm footage.
Alright, I'll show you. How about this? What do you think about this? Check out this light.
That color.
Watch this though.
Can I show it on camera? Whose footage is this?
This is footage of Jenna Paulette I shot on 8mm in West Texas.
Where were you in West Texas?
Alpine and Marfa.
All right, show it to me.
Here's a pair of cameras we find fun. This is a Minolta XG1. It's just like a cheap 35mm, totally manual that I got at like a flea market or something. But it's anything I use that's in like a dirty situation where I don't want to get the T2 dirty. I've actually shot a ton of good film photos on this, but I miss some of them just because it's totally manual. This is a Canon AE1. This is probably like the most popular intro film camera that exists. This is like what I'll tell people to get, but this is a lot of what a lot of people shoot still, even if you're not an intro, just because it seems to turn out really good 35mm every single time. But it is a full manual, so you gotta know a little bit about what you're doing.
How many film cameras do you own?
I have probably a dozen different ones, but some of them work really good, some of them don't work really good. Some have crazy light leaks, some are really super tight. A couple of the ones I use the most are, my kind of biggest mainstay for a 35mm is the T2, and it's a point and shoot. It just seems to work really, really good for anything you need quick. It almost feels like you're shooting kind of on an iPhone, but it's film, and so it's pretty sweet. Oh, I use the Mamiya RZ67 a ton with a couple different lenses. The 50's on here right now. That shot from the top is so cool.
It's so cinematic.
It really takes tack sharp kind of images, and it's pretty sweet to kind of play around with in the kind of the waist level viewfinders. I kind of use this one the most when I'm just like leisurely taking photos. I'll put it in the passenger seat of my car. You're just kind of taking slow photos. It's hard to take fast a bunch of photos on this, and you only get like 10 shots on a roll because they're huge.
Do you ever use it for a commercial, or is it like just for fun?
Yeah, no, I do use it for commercial. It's just gotta be a slower kind of project. Anything, it can't be hiking or on a horse or anything, so it's gotta be just kind of a walking, not really a run and gun kind of camera. Another one I use is this 8mm. I shoot a lot of Kodak in it, the 50D, just because I like the low light kind of stuff. It's what I shot Jenna's video on, and a bunch of other stuff. That's kind of the only 8mm I have right now in it, but it seems to work really, really good. One of our friends from camp gave me this one for free, and it just turned out to be like the absolute crusher of a camera. And I didn't know if it was gonna work good, but it seems to work flawless.
Flawless.
Flawless. Kind of the last camera I use is this Fujifilm. It's a wide, like shoots 6x, you know, like it's a little bit smaller than a full 120, but it's a full auto, and it seems to turn out pretty sharp photos every single time. And I like how the strap has it on one side like that, and it's dope to like put it around your neck and just hang it just like that.
Where have you shot that one the most?
Shot this one on a bunch of ranches. I've shot it pretty much anywhere.
How much does a roll cost?
They're going up. I think they're at like $100 a box. They just upped the prices a bunch and they're a lot more expensive. But they used to be $30 and then life was good.
Where do you find them?
I think I bought most of them off eBay. I would like to pick up another Contax before everybody picks them up because there's only so many of them before they're gone. I like to shoot anything that's in kind of the western sector or anything kind of outdoors, but I would shoot anything. I started shooting film because I had shot digital for several years and kind of got a little burnt out. And it's just a little bit more of a challenge, and you kind of take your time a lot more just because it's so expensive and you're spending money every single time you take a shot. So it kind of causes you to slow down, have to focus a little bit more.
Good.
It's a little bit slow today. Look, it's running out of battery.
Or is it about to break? How long did it take you to get paid doing film photography?
Probably 2 years before I picked up a full film project. And then I've kind of had clients added on as they go, or they're like, hey, we want to shoot digital content first of all, but we want you to shoot film also. You kind of have to figure out how your camera shoots before you start trying to produce work with it, just because some of them are going to get blown really easy. Some of them are going to work really good. So if you can narrow down and find a camera that works really good, then you can kind of start using it a whole lot more consistently and knowing that the image is going to turn out good every single time.
So just to recap, favorite number one?
Maybe.
So just to recap, favorite number one?
Hey, can you not touch them so manhandling? Why don't you be a little bit more delicate?
Hey.
With best camera I own. A lot of people are going to comment on this and be like, oh yeah, no wonder it's the best camera you own. It's so easy. It's a point and shoot. That's what all the celebrities use. Well, no, it's a great camera and it's fun to use and I like it, so I don't care. Here are some shots from it.
All right, thanks for coming along on this one. Coming to meet my brother, see some of his work. I think his work is really impressive. Hope you did too. His information, like his Instagram handle, his website, is down below in the notes. Give him a follow, go check out more of his work. He also shoots incredible digital photography as well, which was not shown in this video. If you're into film photography and actually shoot film, let me know what you like to shoot, what kind of film stock you like to use, what film camera you're using, if it's 35 millimeter, if it's large format. Let me know. I'd love to hear. I'd love to see it. And again, thank you so much for watching any of my content. It's motivating. It inspires me seeing y'all watch it, seeing you comment. I feel more in community in this social space than any other. So thank you for inspiring me. See you soon.
Check out this. Oh yeah. Michael Martin Murphey on vinyl. The man himself.
Where did you find that?
On eBay.
How much did it cost?
$12. Also, Michael Martin Murphey, Americana. It's just a bunch of covers.
What is this?
It's the weight room in here. You know, getting work done and anyway, moving on.